Open defecation remains a pressing challenge in many parts of Nigeria, contributing to the spread of communicable diseases such as dysentery, diarrhea, cholera, and a host of other diseases, which affect the health and dignity of countless individuals, especially in rural and underserved urban areas. Human waste left in the open often contaminates water sources, leading to the spread of other waterborne diseases. In a significant stride towards improving public health and sanitation, the Ogun State government, under the leadership of Prince Dapo Abiodun, recognizing the detrimental effects of open defecation on public health, has initiated a series of programs aimed at raising awareness and providing resources through community engagement. The administration has also worked tirelessly to ensure that every community have access to safe and hygienic sanitation and water by aligning with the Global Sustainable Development Goals. Recently, the Ogun State government, through its Rural Water Supply and Sanitation Agency, RUWASAN, celebrated the award presentation to Ikenne local government for attaining the open defecation-free status at the Eco Center Ikenne in Ikenne local government area of the state. In a keynote address, the wife of Ogun State Governor and the state lead sanitation ambassador, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, says, maintaining proper hygienic practices and cleanliness is imperative and must be inculcated and adopted by all.
It is exciting to be here today as the state lead sanitation ambassador on the occasion of the official presentation of award and certificate to Ikenne local government area for attaining open defecation-free wide status. For the benefit of those who are not well informed, open defecation, OD, is described as a practice of disposing human waste in garbage bins, water bodies, public areas, forests, farmlands, or other open and green spaces, and is limiting the growth of the state as well. 135 local governments out of 774. I don't think we've scratched the surface yet. So clearly, we have a lot of work to do in terms of in becoming open defecation free in our country. 135 out of, it's not even up to a quarter of 774. But I must commend Ikenne local government, which is the second local government in southwest Nigeria that has achieved this. I must commend this is my local government, so I'm very proud of Ikenne local government. But I call on our development partners and every single one of us to continue to help to achieve this status for the other local governments that we have.
Mrs. Abiodun revealed that efforts are being geared towards extending the open defecation-free status to other local government areas of the state.
In conscious reaction to this menace posed by the prevalence of open defecation, His Excellency Prince Dapo Abiodun CON keyed into the order, since provided the needed support to anchor the agency for her to drive the community-led total sanitation approach as one of the major strategies for scaling up sanitation, the result of which we are all seeing today. I'm aware that after the various community-led sanitation processes carried out by the joint efforts of the State Rural Water Sanitation and Supply Agency and Clean Nigeria, Use the Toilet Campaign Secretariat, the entire 171 communities in the local government area were declared ODF-free by the National Task Group on Sanitation eventually in December 2023. I have been briefed as well that arising from these feats, arrangements are now in top gear by our worthy partner in water and sanitation sector, UNICEF, to support in the driving of 4 wards in Ijebu North local government into open defecation-free status by releasing funds for the CLTS activities of over 160 communities within the local government area. Permit me to charge you to be more innovative and supportive to the Ogun State government with concepts of behavioral change that will ensure eradication of open defecation.
The Honorable Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, Engineer Joseph Salom Utes, represented by the Director of Water Hygiene, Federal Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, Mr. Olu Daniels Ibiemi, submitted that the achievement recorded in the state is a testament that the roadmap of a safe environment is achievable.
As we celebrate this the achievement of the open defecation free ODF status of the Kenya local government of Ogun State. This is not just a milestone for the local government. It is a triumph of public health, dignity, and development. I wish to extend my warm congratulations to the entire people of this local government for this laudable achievement. Today, we recognize the handwork, commitment, and determination of every single person in the Kenya local government area. This achievement represents more than just a title. It is about creating a healthy and more prosperous future for our people. It is also an indication of the progress we are making towards our national target of an open defecation-free Nigeria by 2025. Open defecation has long been a challenge in many parts of the world with consequences. It comprises health, undermines education, especially for the young girls, and even affects the local economy. By eliminating open defecation, we are taking a crucial step towards achieving a better sanitation, which translates to fewer diseases, higher productivity, and greater dignity for our people. The importance of sanitation cannot be overstated. The availability of clean and safe toilets alongside good hygiene practices drastically reduce the risk of waterborne disease like cholera, diarrhea, and typhoid. It improves the well-being of the women and the children, who are often the most vulnerable when access to sanitation is limited.
UTEP says Clean Water Toilet campaign is aimed at ending open defecation and improving sustainable sanitation in the country.
As you all are aware, the Clean Nigeria Use the Toilet campaign was rolled out in 2019 to actualize the national vision of ending open defecation and improving the access to sustainable sanitation and hygiene services for all by 2025, according to the National ODF roadmap. The campaign is aimed at mobilizing the high-level political support, resources, and the populace towards building a new culture of safe defecation. So far, we have been able to record 135 ODF LGA, and additionally, local governments are undergoing the process of validation to be declared as ODF. The Federal Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation has over the years ensured improvement in access to water supply across the country, with our national access estimated at 70% in 2019, up from 40% in 1990. We, however, recognize that the benefit of improved water supply cannot be optimal without corresponding improvement in sanitation and hygiene practices.
He revealed the effort being made by the government to ensure open defecation-free status in Nigeria by 2025.
To achieve the national target of ending open defecation in Nigeria by 2025, we must ensure that the households are mobilized to provide their sanitation facilities, and that the relevant government, institution, and the private sector provide sanitation facilities in public places such as school, health care centers, park, and market, in order to realize total coverage and sustainable access for the populace. The ministry recognizes the fact that the action to end open defecation in Nigeria will require the contribution and the commitment of everyone, government at all levels, civil society, private sector, development partners, and the entire populace.
The Commissioner for Rural Development, Honorable Olufemi Ilori-Odunton, in her opening remarks says the achievement of Ikenne local government will help raise awareness among the remaining local governments in the state on the importance of attaining an open defecation-free status.
This event will also serve as a platform to sensitize all the remaining 19 local governments in the state on the relevance of ensuring open defecation-free status and the commitment of Ogun State in this perspective. Permit me to also appreciate the proactiveness of our Able Governor, His Excellency Prince Dr. Dapo Abiodun CON, for providing support to our agency in making this event a successful one.
Several goodwill messages poured in from stakeholders at the event.
We're celebrating Human Development Index, and that's the SDG Goal 6, that we move up the ladder today from where we were before. Our score sheets, we're not very proud of it, and we know that we have to do something about it. This is exactly what we've done about it. We're moving up the ladder of attainment of our SDG Goal 6. We're celebrating our baby steps, which will be replicated in other local governments in the states. That is, we're committed to make sure that we celebrate more local governments. Within the next 1 or 2 years, more local government will join and I will climb up the ladder. And most especially, we're celebrating responsible governance being led by Igbo governor, who has given all the support to all the agencies involved. And so we'll give kudos to our governor, who has given all that it takes to move us up this ladder.
Attaining this status requires a lot of commitment. It requires a lot of resources, and it requires a lot of investment, and it requires a lot of strategy. And then, most importantly, it requires leadership. And I must say that we have seen in Ogun State, and that has been one of the things that has made us achieve that in Ikenne local government, and we are proud to associate with that. Our desire is that as God has helped us to work with Ikenne to achieve this status, all other local governments are required to also attain that. And we would also want to plead that as His Excellency has always continued to support us, we will require more. We will require more leadership. We will require more commitment, like I said, to be able to achieve it.
Nigeria has set a date to achieve open defecation. Ogun State is moving in that light to attain open defecation-free state. And I must recall that December 23, 2023 is a significant date for Ikenne local government, because that is the date that the NTGS declared this local government open defecation free. That declaration is the beginning of a more harder things to do, because when you attain a height, to remain in that height means that you have to do more. We have to do more to ensure that we do not fall back to where we are coming from. That is, coming back to see Ikenne local government, the very first in Ogun State to become LGA-wide open defecation free. Now we are going back to that state. And this is one of the rules that our local fathers, that are the custodians of all the communities, have to play to ensure that Ikenne LGA will continue to remain, an LGA that can be referenced as the LGA that is free of open defecation in the state.
I have a singular honor to stand in here today to accept the Achievement Award of Ikenne local government as the open defecation free status. A special one in the sense that we always recall that health is wealth, and anything that have to do with health, we need to take it very, very seriously. It's an award which is deserved by the local governments. Getting to this status may be a bit easier than sustaining the status. On this note, I want to put it across that it's a challenge for us to maintain this status.
The program manager, Ruwatson, Mr. Shola Ogumbo, analyzed how Ikenne local government area achieved its open defecation-free status.
The basic method approach that we use is what we call community-led transitional approach. It's an approach which the WHO they have been tested and proven that is suitable to drive communities. It involves a lot of series of processes, but the main strategy of that approach is that there will be triggering process where communities will be approached, and then they will call leaders of the communities, members of the community will gather themselves, and they will be able to talk to them and let them know the damage and the likely diseases defecation openly can cause to them. There are many approaches. That after that, we also do what we call follow-up, house-to-house follow-up. That is to ensure that every household, in communities there are vulnerables, aged and less privileged people who will not be able to have toilet. And once an individual is not having toilet, even if others have toilet, that community cannot be declared open defecation. So what we do is that the strong people in the community, the well-to-do community, will have to meet within themselves and help assist those who are vulnerable, the aged who cannot construct toilet, to ensure that they too have access to sanitation facilities. These are the approaches. At the end of the whole process, 3 stages will be carried out by the local government, the state government, and the federal government respectively.
He highlighted the measures that will be put in place to maintain the open defecation-free status.
The only measure is to encourage our people not to relapse, not to go back to OG, and to ensure that, how do we encourage them? To ensure that when their toilet is filled up, they need to quickly, before that, prepare another toilet. You don't have to wait until when it is filled up, they will now be tempted to go to. Also, the new houses that are coming on board, new businesses that have been established in their community, they should ensure we're also charging them to ensure that in establishing your business, integrate sanitation facilities, so that by this way we can sustain the status. There's also what we call reduce waterborne related diseases. There's also what we call elimination of neglected tropical diseases like schistosomiasis, diarrhea. Those tropical diseases, when you don't practice open defecation, then you are likely not to be contacted. Also, hand washing promotion, regular hand washing promotions at critical times also contribute to personal hygiene. So those are the benefits. We can then to the government itself. When societies are clean, when environments are also satisfied enough to live, then people can come and invest in the environment.
Giant stripes caught up with attendees and residents of Ikenne, and they shared their thoughts.
Well, it's a good achievement. I'm happy. When I first read the letter that Ogun State, Ikenne local government is recognized by the federal government as non-defecation, this is where I come from. I'm very, very happy of the news. So I had to come and represent my father with a lot of revelation at this particular event. So it's quite joyful to hear such a news. I'm happy about that. The government has a big role to play. Information is the key by telling people the importance of hygiene, health, environment, clean and safe. It's for our own benefit. So the government has to come with their organ, go around the towns, use the traditional routes, use the town criers to emphasize the importance of good environment, which is give us good health. Not have polio, not have this communication disease. It's very, very important.
Wow, I feel good. I feel overwhelmed. That is my local government. For us to take the lead, I feel good. Which I know this is just the beginning, stepping stone for us. I will just try to pass my message across to all the sons and daughters of Ikenne local government. Not Ikenne alone, both Ikperu, Igoli, all the communities under Ikenne government, that we should put more effort, understand? This is not should be our stuff. This should be a stepping stone for us. That means for us getting this award, we should try and do more, understand? Understand? The sky is the limit for us. So this should be a tip of the high work. So I pray for all the sons and daughters of Ikenne local government that this should be a stepping stone for us, inshallah.
We were only able to achieve this great feat by the assistance of the management of Ikenne local government as a whole and the assistance from the agency, the RUWASAN. They do come time to time for training. We have undergone series of training on the process before we could achieve this field. So they have been of tremendous assistance to us in achieving this. It is a good thing. One, in the sense that is what brought us this feat of being celebrated today, because we are being celebrated. The whole world will see us today. That we are really up to date in our activities. Then, by virtue of the encouragement from the management and the state, we are able to achieve that. Then we will still continue.
In fact, I'm very, very happy and delighted because it's happening in my local government, Ikenne local government. I'm very happy about it. This program started in 2022. So all the health officers and the ministry officers, they came to our place, going from one house to the other, checking whether you have adequate toilets in your house. Our employer, our people, that they should try as much as possible not to relent on their ears. As God has given us the grace that we should become one of the cleanest in the local government of Nigeria.
The collaboration between the ministry that is handling the WASH program and the local government, there is always a synergy between us, and we have intensified our efforts in campaigning against the open defecation, in which Ikenne local government came first. They comply with all our instructions and information concerning the dangers involved in open defecation, and that's why Ikenne is discovered to be zero open defecation. That's why they won the award today. The whole world is celebrating Ikenne local government today due to their uprightness in upholding zero open defecation. Yeah, we are not relenting our efforts in campaigning against the open defecation. The local government and agency, we are collaborating, spreading the news across the whole states through the radio program, through the house-to-house inspection, and other programs like that. And today that we are celebrating the Ikenne local government, other local government will copy from them, because the whole world is now celebrating the Ikenne local government. I'm sure they will follow the suit.
The Governor Dapo Abiodun's administration has been instrumental in the remarkable achievement of Ikenne local government area's open defecation-free status through strategic initiatives and community engagement, which has brought about a committed, sustainable practices. The governor has set a precedent for public health and sanitation in Ogun State. As Ikenne celebrates this milestone, it serves as a beacon of hope and a model for other communities that, with determination and collaboration, sanitation and public health is indeed possible, and the future looks promising for Ogun State and its residents. Ìgbéga ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn, àjọṣe gbogbo wa ni.
Shake it.